Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, a local high school graduate is making her way out to sea with the U.S. Navy. Rutherford County schools are making strides in new safety precautions.
And an MTN Sports reporter brings a full report on a legendary MTSU football player. All those stories plus your local weather and sports. Middle Tennessee News starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Carly Sutton.
And I'm Kier Fullington. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News.
Wilson County boat ramp. At 6:30 a.m., a car was seen burning near Tyree Access boat ramp to the Cumberland River. According to Wilson County Sheriff Bryan, the vehicle was seen burning by a bystander in the water and they called 911. First responders rushed to the scene to extinguish the car fire. A body was found in the car after extinguishing. Detectives are still investigating the situation and there is no further information about the scene at this time.
Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue had an early wake-up call to start their week. At 2:34 a.m., a house on Russell Drive began to catch fire. A bedroom in the house was quickly discovered to be the area in which the fire was occurring, leading to 4 individuals in the house to evacuate. When the fire rescue arrived, they quickly jumped into action to limit the damage to the property. The officials were able to contain the fire to a single room, leading to no other damages being done to the building. All fire rescue officials and people in the house were left with no injuries.
The Murfreesboro Police Department is having trouble identifying 2 women believed to be a part of a felony lane gang. The 2 women are accused of stealing checks, debit cards, and IDs and committing fraudulent transactions using their victims' information. On July 12th, a female deposited a stolen check for $4,600 into an account at the Redstone Financial Credit Union on Fortress Boulevard. The 2 women involved are believed to have committed similar crimes across the multiple areas of Tennessee. If you can identify these women, please contact Detective Jessica Rice.
The Murfreesboro Police Department is welcoming 3 new officers into their department this week. Levi Phillips, Joseph Vitri, and Kristen States graduated from the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy Friday afternoon. In the process of graduating, Officer Phillips received the Bethel University Legal Award for averaging the highest score during the legal test. He also was awarded with the Outstanding Officers Award. Deputy Chief Steve Durrell and Training Lieutenant Justin Lemansky joined the graduates to celebrate their achievements.
The Rutherford County School Board has made quite an investment to ensure the safety of students. The school board has invested in a year-long membership with Raptor. Raptor is a security system that is used anywhere from gyms to government buildings. Raptor searches for one's background in order prior to entry of an establishment. The goal is for schools to have 1 point of entry and for each of those points to be backed by Raptor. Rutherford County schools will test out Raptor as they only signed a year-long contract. Middle Tennessee News went to the school board meeting to find out the latest.
You know, we've got 50 schools. We have obviously a lot of entrances, but if everybody will go through that one entrance and Raptor in, it will tell us a lot of information on that person that's coming through the front doors.
A new group has been created on MTSU's campus. MTSU senior Liliana Hickman is looking to make a change in the community with her new group. The group is being called Plarn. Plarn consists of members creating mats, grocery bags, and different essentials out of plastic bags. This to help the low-income families and homeless in the area. Plarn has meetings in which you will learn how to craft yarn pieces out of plastic bags and then crochet them into essential items. These meetings will be from 4:30 to 6 p.m. on October 4th and 18th, followed by 3 more on November 1st, 15th, and 29th.
A Stewart's Creek graduate is making moves at sea. Laverne native Amanda Elridge is serving in the U.S. Navy as a hospital corpsman aboard the USS Boxer in San Diego. Eldridge graduated from Stewart's Creek High in 2018 and joined the Navy 4 years ago. While being on the ship, Eldridge is responsible for training emergency medicine and maintaining the medical supply office. Her parents have instilled compassion in her for others, and her parents became an inspiration to her because of how hard they worked in their life.
Rutherford County School Board honored their National Merit Scholars at the last school board meeting. Rutherford County School Board met September 28th and honored their National Merit Scholars. 4 Rutherford County high schools had representing seniors who qualified as National Merit Scholars. 24 of the record-breaking 28 finalists this year are from Central Magnet. The school board's vice chairman, Caleb Tidwell, commented on the students' accomplishments at the meeting on Wednesday night.
But just being able to recognize the positions that some of our students have risen up to is incredible. Central Magnet, for instance, 10% of the national merit students in the nation, 10% of those come from Central Magnet, so just a shout out to them. It's going to be great to give them that recognition.
Tennessee is sending support to Florida in response to Hurricane Ian. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency has deployed a Type 4A team and 2 ambulance strike teams to provide support in light of Hurricane Ian. The Type 4A team is made up of 2 members from TEMA's Preparedness and Response Division. Meanwhile, the ambulance strike teams are made up of 37 members from across the state of Tennessee, including Rutherford County EMS. Both teams will deploy for 14 days to assist with the various needs and requests in the state of Florida.
A world-renowned Islamic studies scholar is set to give a public lecture at MTSU. Carl Ernst will come to speak at MTSU students on Tuesday, October 4th. He plans to talk to classes and give a public lecture on his latest research project called Translating the Arabic Writings of an Enslaved African. Ernst is a professor at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. His lecture is free and open to the public starting at 4:30 p.m. in the State Farm room of the Business and Aerospace Building. This event is sponsored by the Middle East Center on campus.
And now Taylor Lawson joins us with our first look at the weather.
Happy Monday, everyone. It looks like fall is finally here to stay, so break out those hoodies. All of the highs for today are sitting in the 70s, with our highest temperature being tied in Murfreesboro, Shelbyville, and Mount Juliet with a crisp 76 degrees. However, the wind chill is keeping those temperatures feeling more like 70 with a 12-mile-per-hour wind. Even though the humidity stayed relatively low today, stay tuned for some higher levels later this evening. After the break.
And still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, it is officially October, which means it is spooky season. There's an event at MTSU this weekend to get you in the Halloween spirit. That's all coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. The Fire Rescue Department is getting some new additions. Michael Lucas, owner of Lucas Motor Works, is offering a helping hand to the Murfreesboro Fire Department. The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department received materials and a location for extraction training. Michael Lucas has partnered up with the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department to do these types of things. The Fire and Rescue Department is very thankful for the new materials and location that Lucas has provided.
MTSU and WKU are set to renew their rivalry with competing blood drives. The Blue Raiders and Hilltoppers are usually rivals on the field of play, but this week the rivalry is renewed for a good cause. MTSU and WKU will be competing this week to see which schools can achieve the most blood donations. The two schools are teaming up with the American Red Cross for the 13th year to save lives with blood donations. MTSU students can donate blood in the MTSU Recreation Center on campus from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. every day this week. Donors will also receive prizes for their donations.
You probably will not leave alone after attending MTSU's hosted Bark in the Burrow this Saturday. Bark in the Burrow will be held outside the Student Union building on October 8th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Everyone, including furry friends, are welcome to come out and enjoy a day of games, vendors, and lots of cute and cuddly dogs that need to be adopted. Vendors open at 10 a.m. and events begin at 11 with the parade and the blessing of the pets to follow. A portion of profits will be going towards the Beasley Animal Foundation, who provides affordable veterinary care for your animals.
Rutherford County Schools seek approval for non-faculty volunteer coaching. In Rutherford County, schools have to be approved by the Board of Education to have non-faculty volunteer coaches participate in school athletic programs. According to the Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association, some of the notable schools with non-faculty coaching for the 2022 and 2023 school year are Blackman Middle, Siegel High, Rocky Fork Middle, Central Magnet, and among others.
We're trying to get our parents and staff and anybody that would like to help coach these kids. That mentorship is life-changing for many of these kids, so we want to get them out there. We want to get students involved in sports.
A famous picture show is coming back to the Center for the Arts for an entire week in October. Get into the Halloween spirit and come watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show presented by the Center of the Arts here in Murfreesboro. The first opening day is October 7th and the last day to see the show is on October 15th. There are many MTSU students participating in this show and the Center for the Arts is thrilled to have them. Reminder that this show is rated R and is not intended for younger audiences, but those who can attend are encouraged to come in costume. For more information about ticket pricing, check out boroarts.org. The Tennessee Highway Patrol released a nationwide recruitment video in an attempt to draw in law enforcement from out of state. Governor Bill Lee spoke with troopers Louis Salaa of California and Duan Clark of New Mexico for the recruitment video. Salaa and Clark moved to Tennessee and joined the THP after the nationwide call of qualified law enforcement in 2021. Governor Lee is continuing his crime prevention efforts with his THP renewal pitch, funding 100 additional THP officers and with retention bonuses.
A new security safety software will be installed in Rutherford County schools. On September the 28th, the Rutherford County School Board gathered to vote on the Raptor Emergency Suite. The Raptor security system allows schools a wide range of safety measures. That's from screening visitors to connecting with first responders with a panic alert system. The system will go into effect to ensure when events occur, students will be able to reunite with their families.
To screen our visitors when they come to a school, and we are looking at expanding that program There's some additional features that they offer, and we're looking at adding that to increase school safety.
And now Taylor joins us again with tonight's forecast.
Welcome back, friends. Get ready for some chillier nights in the mid-state area. The lowest temperature we will have for today is in Smithville with a whopping 39 degrees. However, most of the lows throughout Middle Tennessee are sitting at the chilly low 40s. The humidity levels are also rising pretty high into the nights this week. We have a high percentage of 91% in McMinnville tonight, so you might want to prepare for some frizzier hair. Keep your shorts out for another week, though, because those temperatures are set to hit the low 80s later this week. I'll have your 5-day forecast after the break.
Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, Taylor will bring us our full weather report, and Ryan is over in the MTN Sports Den with a breakdown of sports over the weekend. Stay tuned.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Taylor Lawson joins us now with the full weather report. Taylor, I was starting to enjoy the colder weather. What's going on this week?
Well, Carly, Murfreesboro is going to get a little bit warmer than many would like this week, with some highs hitting the 80s, but no worries, it'll cool off by Friday. Today the high hit 76 with the humidity level staying at 48% for the day, but tonight expect some chillier weather. The low for the day is 42, so be sure to grab a coat if you're planning for a night out. And tomorrow, however, the low is going to hit the high 30s and a humidity level of 76%. The high will be an identical 76 degrees as well. Wednesday will be the second warmest day of the week with a high of 77 and a humidity level of 45%. The low will also be our second warmest with a whopping 52 degrees. Thursday is our hottest day this week with a wink of summer peeking through. The high is a steaming 82 degrees, so prepare for one last pool day. The low is also the highest of the week with it being 52 degrees. Finally, on Friday, the fall season will be back in full swing with a high of 72 and a low of 44 degrees. If you plan on going to the last Friday night market this season, be sure to bring a jacket. It'll also be staying pretty sunny throughout the week with a real threat of rain, so it would be a great week to celebrate the cooler weather and have some festive fall fun at Honeysuckle Farms.
Thanks, Taylor. And when we come back, Ryan is over in the MTN Sports Den in order to fill us in what happened over the weekend. He'll have your full sports report after the break. Stay tuned.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back. Only one MTSU football player has been given the honor of having their number retired until last Friday. MTN sports reporter Zachary Loan gives us the full rundown on the historic career and seismic impact of Kevin Byard at MTSU.
19 interceptions, 4 pick sixes, 5 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 312 tackles, 17 pass deflections. The mayor of Murfreesboro will get what he deserves, as Kevin Byard will have a special honor at the Blackout football game.
Your MTSU number 20 will become the second number to be retired in the history of the university.
The only other number retired in MTSU's history was in 1965, when they retired quarterback Teddy Morris's number. Byard's pro career has included being a 2-time All-Pro, Walter Payton Men of the Year Award nominee, 542 tackles, 24 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns. Kevin Byard has been great both on and off the field.
He came as a professional. He did everything right off the field. He had an incredible work ethic. He was extremely focused on his goals, what he wanted to accomplish, not only as a student, not only as a football player, but as a man.
Kevin Byard has had a major impact in the community, such as giving out waters and supplies to workers who were helping with the cleanup of the Nashville tornadoes. Byard has been a leader both on and off the field, and it shows as he has been a team captain of the Titans for the past few years. Kevin Byard sat down with Luke Easterling of Bleacher Report prior to being drafted and said that as long as he is on the draft board and a team gives him a shot, he's going to shine. And shine he has. Byard has proved all the doubters wrong as proof of his numbers being retired. Murfreesboro. For Middle Tennessee News, I'm Zachary Loan.
Thank you, Zachary. The mayor of Murfreesboro has truly become a legend worthy of Zeus himself and will now be immortalized forever at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. Also, the Blue Raiders football team saw their momentum fall off a cliff this past Friday. MTSU challenged defending Conference USA champions, the UTSA Roadrunners. UTSA would create an air show that was piloted by quarterback Frank Harris, who skied the ball out for 414 yards. The Blue Raiders would not be shaken, as they were led by the curious case of Chase Cunningham, who threw for 368 yards himself, and Jalen Lane would get in a track meet for 179 yards receiving. UTSA took a dominant 38-20 lead in the second half, but MT rallied back behind 2 interceptions off Harris, including a pick 6 from Jordan Branch. Despite getting the game back to within a score, the Raiders could not strike while the iron was hot and ultimately suffered a 45-30 loss. It's now recalibration time for MTSU as they look ahead to their next matchup on the road against the UAB Blazers this Saturday. Also, Blue Raider soccer has snapped their 4-game losing streak. MTSU hosted Western Kentucky in the 100 Miles of Hate series. The Raiders would give up an early goal to WKU's Kayla Meyer late in the first period after a close call off goalie Hannah Suter. Freshman Emma Peterson continued to emerge as she had a trick shot goal worthy of Barnum and Bailey that would tie the contest at 1. The game would ultimately end in a draw and would send Middle Tennessee to a 2-6-2 record overall. Next up for MT Soccer will be a road game against the Charlotte 49ers Thursday night. Carly, back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. It sounded like we had a very eventful weekend. And wrapping up our show tonight, it is National Techies Day. The technology field is continuously growing, and this day was created to encourage individuals to take advantage of this and seek a career in technology.
With this career, there are many paths one could take. There is technology all around us, and it is growing every day. Here in our newsroom, we could not do what we do without our full control room full of techies. Shout out to each of you. I don't know what we would do without TJ's Premier Pro skills.
Absolutely. And thank you guys for joining us for Middle Tennessee News. I'm Carly Sutton, joined by Kira Fullington, Ryan Martinelich, and Taylor Lawson. If you missed this or any show, you can watch them on our website, middletennesseenews.net.
Make sure to follow us on all social media sites as well, Facebook/Middle Tennessee News or at Middle TN News on Twitter and TikTok. We'll see you on Wednesday, October 5th for our next show.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.